Hello everyone! Welcome to our Friday mobility class, and this week our topic is shoulders. Yes. So for this class we'll need a band. If you have one of these elastic stretchy bands, much better. This is ideal, but if you don't have an elastic band like this, a scarf, a towel, something long though, will work. You just won't get that extra resistance that you get with the elastic band, but it's totally okay to have just a scarf or a towel. We'll also need a tennis ball, my favorite tool for myofascial release, and you'll just need an open floor space and also a wall. We'll do some wall stretching as well and get into those shoulders. It's gonna feel so good. My name is Tamara. Sorry I didn't introduce myself. My name is Tamara, and I am here with the University of California, Davis and the Live Well department, bringing to you these classes live and for free. So these classes are a gift from the University of California to the world. So wherever you're at, wherever you're seeing this, enjoy, and most of all, just do it. We want to promote a healthy lifestyle. We want to encourage everyone to take time to move, to exercise, so that we can be better people out in the world. If you make exercise part of your daily lifestyle, it will make everything else so much better, I promise. It's been studied. We know that people who exercise on a regular basis have healthier, just healthier. I can't explain to you enough that you just need to move. Just move. And it doesn't have to be anything in particular. Just move in a way that is joyful, that you like, that you enjoy, that makes you happy, a way that you feel engaged, focused in what you're doing. Exercises in community with family that foster social interaction and feeling part of a group. It's all deep medicine. So move, just keep moving. I can't make more emphasis on that. And of course, sometimes movement can be challenging. Sometimes we have issues in our body that will restrict us in one way or another. Just be kind to yourself. Take it slow. Consult a specialist. So if you have any particular injury that you're working on, please consult a specialist. Today we're going to work on shoulders. Shoulders are very prone to injury because it is the joint of our body that has the widest range of motion. Our shoulders move in every possible direction, and that means that they can be injured. So if you have a shoulder injury that you're working on or that has been bothering you, please take these exercises with caution and don't go too far outside. Don't go outside your range of motion, period. Just keep it within where you feel safe. If there's any sign of pain in a direction, then slowly back off. And definitely consult a specialist if you're having pain in your shoulders, because there could be something out of place. So we don't want to force our shoulder in that direction because it could make it worse. And we don't want that, right? We want to keep it all within good healthy boundaries. All right, so yes, we'll need the band, we'll need the ball, we'll need an open space, and we'll need your full attention. So let's get started with our shoulders, shoulder mobility. So let's stand up. Hopefully I'm not cutting off my head. I'm gonna tilt it just a bit. Okay. All right. So very simple, and now I'm too close to the wall. We're just going to start with some simple warm-ups of the shoulders. First, I want us to mobilize our head and our neck. Remember, everything is connected in the body. So very slow, drawing a half moon with your head, bringing your chin down towards the shoulder, and then rolling across to the other shoulder, side to side. Nice and easy. All right, bring it back to center. And now creating a circle with your chin. So bringing the chin in, up, getting that double chin, and then out, down, in, and up. And change the direction. A little bit more challenging for me. All right. Good. Now, reaching up and over, bring your hand to your opposite ear and gently open up the side of the neck. Reaching the other arm out. And slowly lower the arm. And release, go to the other side. And lower the arm down. Good. Whew. Loosen it up. A little bit side to side. All right, and swing the arms, adding a little swing with the body, but just swinging the arms to start warming up the shoulders. And notice that I'm crossing one arm on top and then the other. So I'm alternating which arm crosses on top. And also take the arms back, back, back. So it's not just crossing forward, but also push back, push back. We're gonna spread those wings today. Open the shoulders, open the chest, open the arms. Okay. All right. And now let's start one arm at a time. Take the arm straight up and just turning the palm up and down. like you're screwing and unscrewing a light bulb or a doorknob straight up. Now, if at this level you're feeling any sort of pinching, you can lower the angle so that it's not pinching. Otherwise, bring it shoulder height. And the same applies to other exercises when we're doing anything at shoulder height or a little bit higher. If you're feeling any pinching, just bring it a little bit lower. All right, and now creating a circle. We'll go in both directions, but let's start in one direction. So from small circle to bigger circle, gradually increasing the size of the circle until you're going for a full big circle. And try not to compensate by turning the body. I did that a little bit, and this hand is helping me to stay static. So I want to direct the movement to the shoulder joint. Bringing it back to small, and we'll change direction now. Forward, small, and it becomes bigger. I'm already feeling my shoulder muscles firing, burning up, waking them up. Go into a bigger circle. And back to small. Finish the small. Second side. Small circle. And slowly start to increase the circle size. You might notice a difference between one side and the other. Totally normal to have differences and asymmetries in our body because we favor one side. If you're right-handed or if you're left-handed, that will depend how the motricity develops on each hand, on each arm. Now I'm going for full big circle. Try to keep your head neutral and the chest in the same place without compensating with your body. And coming back to a small circle, gradually smaller. Small, and now change direction. So again, from small, gradually increasing the size. Full range here, as big as possible. And gradually returning to small. Until you come to small, small, small. Woo! You can feel it. release, shake it out. Awesome. All right, inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, release them down. Let's do twice more, big breath. Inhale, reach up, interlace your fingers and press the palms up. Nice big stretch. Press, 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 press. Lift, 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 lift the shoulders. And release. Now interlace your hands behind your back. Bring your knuckles to your sacrum. Take the shoulders back, elbows back. Take a deep breath. And for some of us, this might be as far as you can go. Just keep pressing the shoulders and the elbows back. If you have space, go ahead and extend the arms and reach the arms back, back, back. And release. Step with your feet a little bit wider than your hips, knees slightly bent. Inhale, open the arms wide. Exhale, give yourself a big hug. Reach for the edge of the shoulder blade and fold forward. Take deep breaths. On your inhale, bend the knees and roll the spine up. Inhale, open the arms, big, big, big break. Exhale, wrap the other arm on top, reach for the edge of the shoulder blades, and exhale, fold forward. 3 big breaths. Bend the knees as you roll your spine up to standing and release. All right. So let's grab our band. So it's either preferably elastic, but it can also just be a scarf. It doesn't have to be elastic. And we're going to hold it in a long, we're going to hold it long. So not all the way, but not all the way to the length of our arms. Here I'm stretching it out, but a tiny bit less. Tiny bit less. Okay. Bring it at shoulder height. And remember, if you felt any of the pinching, then you'll keep it a little bit lower. Otherwise, shoulder height. And if you have the elastic band, extend and open and take the arms back as much as you can. Most importantly, focus on bringing the shoulder blades back towards each other and then depressing them down. So I'm going to show this from the back view. Shoulder blades down and towards each other. Now, if you have a scarf that doesn't give you the mobility, you will just keep the arms static, create resistance, so I'm still pulling them apart, and you'll just work on bringing the shoulder blades down and together. If you have the elastic band, do it with the arms opening wide and back. And you're going to feel it pretty soon, because these muscles don't get enough work. And when we focus on waking them up, oh boy, they're lazy. They don't want to work. But we're going to teach them how. Whew. Ah. All right. Now I have this band doubled up, but if I hold only one side, it'll be less resistance. So just be mindful of that edge, that challenge point that feels good to you, where you're still making an effort, but you can do enough reps. So we're going for about 10 or 15 of these reps, and we're going for another set of 10 or 15. All right, so that was 10 for me. Give it a moment to stretch out the neck. Maybe do a few circles, so that we don't accumulate any unnecessary tension. All right. Now, if you have a long band, you're able to step on the band and then bring the band to about shoulder height, and from right there we'll challenge the shoulder on the way up. So I'm holding a fist, thumb up, and challenge the shoulder muscles here to left. Now if you don't have an elastic band, just hold and pull. So you're creating a static resistance. We'll do about 10 reps here. And then let's all hold static resistance. Hold, hold, hold. Lift the chest, shoulder back, ribs down, and release. Let's go to the other side. And I'm using this hand to hold my chest static, so I'm not compensating with my body, but I'm focusing, I'm really feeling it right here on the shoulders. So we're going to go for 10 reps here. And now hold. Shoulder blade back and down. Ribs down. And release. All right. And I'm going to get my hair up so we can see this part better. So grab your scarf or your rubber band in one hand and bring it up and over. And I'm going to sit down here. Can you all see me well? I think so. Okay. All right, so this can be, you can be seated or you can be standing. Bring the first arm up, holding that band in the hand. And with the other hand, take the elbow back and press your head back into that arm and bring your ribs down. So you're really engaging your belly. You're not letting your ribs pop forward, your belly pop forward, but you're trying to keep this part static. I'm trying to find a good height to sit. Okay, this is good. So first stretching, stretching, stretching here. And now take this arm out, thumb down, wrap behind, grab onto the scarf, and same action, knitting the ribs in and down, letting the top of the chest open, and bring the shoulder blades back and down. Now if you have the elastic band, if you have a scarf, just stay here static. If you have the elastic band, extend the top arm and bend. And we'll go for 10 reps. And release. Second side. First, stretching and finding the posture. So ribs knit, belly in, bring that arm, that top elbow close towards the head and press your head back into that arm. And then take the other arm around, thumb down, find the strap, hold for a few breaths. And if you have the elastic band, extending 10 reps. And release. Whew. Feels good, huh? That's an effort that pays off. Really good for your shoulders. All right, let's come back to standing. Because you can also do it kneeling, but let's do it standing. Not so high. All right, so we'll hold again this strap, either scarf or elastic band. This time, we'll start a little bit wide and we'll take it all the way behind and forward. Keeping the ribs down, belly in, and focusing the movement on the shoulders. So we'll go a few times with a wide or a long strap, and then inch your way in and try again. Inch in a little bit more and try again. Oh, if you have the elastic band, it feels really good because it gives you that resistance. You can still press through it. If you have a non-elastic strap or scarf, then just take it slow and feel through the movement. And I'm still inching my way to make the strap a little bit more narrow. I'm going to double it up so it has less less. Oh, I can't get it through there. Oh, yeah. So slow. Don't take yourself too far. Very slow through the part that feels most resistant. Whew. All right. Move your head a little bit side to side. Release that. Move the shoulders. We'll come to the floor. All right. Shake it out a little bit. Come to all fours. Make a few circles. Release the spine. Go in both directions. All right, on your inhale, slide your fingertips up the other arm and reach your arm up. Exhale to reset the hand. Inhale to the other side. Exhale, reset. Now let's do 2 more to each side. And inhale, reach up. And this time thread your arm through. Bring the shoulder to the floor. And let there be lots of space between the shoulder and the ear. So as you bring the shoulder to the floor, don't let this happen where you can feel your shoulder with your face. You actually want to take the shoulder away from the ear. Keep your thighs vertical and push that lower arm away. So I'm pushing it with my top arm. Now open the top arm, turn the thumb down and wrap it around your low back and try to reach for your opposite thigh. Either grab onto your thigh or your pants or your shirt, grab onto something so you can leverage yourself to turn up towards the ceiling. And now this is one of my favorite shoulder stretches because it stretches the top of the shoulder. Bring the arm that was wrapped around, bring it back to the floor. So you have here some support. And extend the leg that you can see. All right. So underneath is my left arm. I'm lifting the opposite leg, the right leg. And then walk your foot towards the hand. So from back here, I'm bringing it to my side. And then tuck your chin in towards the chest. And let your body weight roll on towards the shoulder. And you can control with this other hand. Control, control, control. And it's a deep stretch of the top of the shoulder and the neck. And if you found a good spot, you can hold there, and the other arm maybe rest on the floor. And slowly Come back up, wiggle it out, and we'll go to the other side. It's a little bit of a twisty, kind of pretzel-y move, but it's so good because you're using your whole body weight here to press the shoulder down and away from the ear. It feels amazing up here on the trapezius. Let's go to the other side. So now I'm going to take the right arm up and bring it through, creating that space between the ear and the shoulder. With the other hand, pull the lower arm out as much as you can. Pull it, pull it, pull it. And then take the left arm around and back, maybe holding on to the thigh, the pants or your shirt to twist. Release the twist, use the other arm as support. Extend the left leg, the opposite leg, and take it out to your side. And now tuck the chin and allow your body weight to roll on to the shoulder. The other arm might relax and drop too. Sometimes you can even hold this leg here. And slowly come out. Move the head a little bit, shoulders back and down. All right, let's come to lay on the floor. Take your arms out to the sides. Spread the fingers, reach long, bring the shoulders down, shoulder blades down, reach, 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 lift the hips, and down. Keep reaching the arms wide, press them back into the floor as you move your hips up and down. Now bend the elbows, keep your ribs knit in. So my knees are bent, ribs knit in, belly in towards the spine, back, pressing back into the floor. Keep the arm shoulder height, keep the elbow shoulder height, bend them, and then we're going to wave our hands up and down. Try not to compensate with the ribs. So keep the ribs down, belly down, pressing down into the floor. You're going to feel it. Also press the back of the head into the floor. So I'm going here for 10 or 15 reps. Last one. And extend the arms up overhead, stretch out, lift the hips. Okay. Now we'll interlace the hands behind the back. if you couldn't reach your hands behind your back when we did that just a moment ago, you can use your strap underneath your body and hold on to your strap here. But let's turn the thumbs out. If you're holding the strap, thumbs out. So go ahead and bring the shoulder blades down, neck long, lift the hips and press the shoulders and the arms into the floor as you lift the hips. Keep the throat open, so don't tuck the chin, but keep it nice and open. And release for a moment. So again, remember, you can be doing this with hands interlaced or holding the strap. Take a moment here. I'm just loosening it up. And we're going to go again. So either holding the strap or interlacing the hands. I'm going to do it with hands interlaced. Roll the shoulders back and down. Lift the hips. And now walk the hands over to the left. All the way to the left. And then bring the hips down on top of the left arm. And breathe here. Lift the hips, and we'll walk the feet now to the other side, all the way, and down on top of the right arm. Big breaths here. And back up, and release, shake it out. All right, let's use the tennis ball. My favorite. Okay, so we will aim to place the tennis ball between our shoulder blade and the spine. So somewhere along here and somewhere along here. This whole area is what we're going to target, and even a little bit high if we can figure out a way to press it up here by lifting our hips. Okay, so we'll start on the floor, knees bent, and bring the ball right in that space between the shoulder blade and the spine. So the side that we're doing, I want this arm to stay really relaxed. So I just let it drop over my body, and with the other hand, I'm going to be holding the arm and directing the ball. And just a little rocking of your knees from side to side might be enough to create the pressure that you want to feel right here. It might be very intense, so go slow. It might feel good, so go a little deeper. Remember, you are in control. So if it's too much, remember you're doing it to yourself, and just ease your way back a little bit. And I'm moving the ball up and down the edge of the shoulder blade. find a spot that's, oh, hurts so good, you might want to pause there for a moment and take deep breaths and then mobilize the shoulder a little bit. So with the other hand, I can move my shoulder around that spot and maybe even rock a little bit more body weight on top of that spot. Mobilize. So the important thing here is to move. When you find that tight spot, those knots, then we want to move it around to loosen it up. If you can take it, lift your hips, and that's going to be more intense because more body weight is now pouring onto that area and onto the ball. So it's going to be a little deeper. Moving the head also works. Most importantly, feel empowered to give yourself the sensation that you're seeking. So move and explore. Find for yourself what feels good and what brings you relief. Now to bring the ball a little bit higher to the traps, you want to kind of pin the ball down and then roll up. See how I'm lifting my hips and rolling up. It's a little bit more tricky, and it can be also really intense, so go slow. If you find a good spot, you can pause and breathe. All right. Now, if you identified a really good spot, leave the ball there, and now we're going to actively move the arm up and down. Go slow. I particularly recommend to inhale as you reach up and make an effort to really extend, and then exhale, bringing it down. And I'm bringing my other hand to the ribs to remind me to not compensate with the ribs, keep the ribs down. And you can find different spots along that same line between the shoulder blade and the spine. So I'm gradually rolling up, so the ball is gradually going down towards the bottom edge of my shoulder blade. Okay, I ran out of space. And one more on the back, finding nice juicy spot, and now taking the arm up and down. Try to keep all 5 fingernails in contact with the floor or as close to the floor as possible. reaching, reaching, reaching. Feel free to adjust the ball to a place where it feels juicy. One more. Oh. And release. Let's go to the other side. Oh, it feels so good. All right, second side. So starting slow, just rocking your knees side to side and starting to apply pressure with the ball. When you're ready, you can start lifting the hips to apply more pressure and rock a little bit here. Maybe finding a good juicy spot and then mobilizing the shoulder. Rocking a little bit along that line, and also hold your head here. Having your own exploration. And maybe taking it a little bit higher, pinning the ball down, lift the hips to get that top trap area. Oh. And if you found a good spot, maybe hold and breathe a little bit. And bringing the hips down. So now we'll move the arm. So you can start either on the top or on the bottom side of the shoulder blade. And we'll progressively move the ball along that line. So I like to inhale, reaching up. Exhale, bringing it back down. Gradually rolling the ball along that line. Reach, reach, reach up. Whew. All right, and then finding a good juicy spot and waving the arm up on the inhale, exhale on the way down. Remember to keep the ribs down. Oh. All right. Oh, it feels so much different now. So go ahead and swing your arms around a little bit. Move the shoulders. Test it out. See how that feels now. So one thing that we didn't get into today was the myofascial release of the chest, of the front of the shoulder. So if you want to do this in your own time with the ball, you can just give yourself a little chest massage, taking the shoulders back and down. This is really important for our shoulder mobility, is to release the front, which we didn't focus on with the ball today. But we did all those opening exercises that are really good for the front. So important thing with our shoulders is also being mindful of our posture, being mindful of how we're seated and how we're walking around the day. So if you find yourself, if you bring your awareness like, oh, where are my shoulders right now? And then you realize like, oh, they're rounding forward. Then make that conscious effort to activate the back shoulder muscles and bring them back and down. Any moment of the day you realize you're doing that, do an opposite movement. Interlacing the hands behind and rolling the shoulders back is a good one. And taking short breaks during the day to activate those back muscles. Or choose any part of this video that you liked and do them at your office, take a break and maybe go into some big shoulder circles. That's a good one. Activate the shoulder muscles so they don't like just slump forward. All right, hope this helped you to get a little bit more space in the shoulders, feel a little bit more open and relaxed. Also in the neck, when our shoulders round forward and all this happens, the neck starts to hurt really bad, the back starts to hurt, everything goes wrong. So good posture, ribs in, belly in, shoulders back, head straight above your plumb line. You can feel that in your body and activate those muscles. I promise you, everything will be back in alignment soon. All right, thank you very much. Have a wonderful weekend. Take care. Ciao, ciao.